What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Jurassic World news update. Now in this video I'm going to be doing a trailer analysis of the recent trailer for LEGO Jurassic World, and let me tell you right now, that has to be one of my favourite trailers now. Honestly, that has to be the best trailer I've seen this year for a video game. I mean, it just made me go, I need it now. Like, I've already wanted this game since the very beginning. It's already looked good and I've already been supporting it since the beginning. But actually that trailer just blew my mind. I mean, the amount of content in this game is more than I could possibly imagine. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, this is just really small information, but you know, it is information, it's nice to know these things. So basically, in this image we see Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm and Ellie Sattler driving around in a Jurassic Park car. Now that car will be usable in the open world, along with many other vehicles, so if you want to drive around in that classic car, you can do that. Also, another thing to mention is that driver has been confirmed as a playable character. I know that's a really small little update, but hey, you know, it's a new character, so that's pretty cool. Here we get a really nice look at the Brachiosaurus, which is an absolutely massive dinosaur. I mean, just look at this thing. We have, of course, seen it in some exclusive screenshots that I showed, and I think in something else as well that I can't remember. But yeah, this dinosaur looks really cool, and I'm really interested to see, you know, how high up it feels when you're playing as these dinosaurs in the open world, because we haven't seen the open world yet, but I'm just hoping for like a third-person camera, just like, you know, LEGO Marvel and things like that, so you can really see the entire world from this huge height with these huge dinosaurs, because that would just be really cool. Alright, so here we can see Alan Grant, Amanda Kirby and Eric Kirby looking pretty terrified over a compy being near them. Yes, the compy will be playable, in case you were wondering. You know, there's a lot of dinosaurs that are playable in this game, and it has been confirmed every single dinosaur you see in the trailer is playable. Now there are some that I'm thinking, really? That one's playable as well? But yes, apparently they're all playable. Every single one you see in the trailer. And don't forget, you can also create your own dinosaurs, and you can also create your own minifigures as well, so you can make your own protagonist and your own dinosaur. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait for this game. Here we get another awesome look at the T-Rex, which we've seen quite a few times, you know, in the trailers and in screenshots and things, but it's always nice to see it again. And, you know, this trailer really showed off the dinosaurs, really proved that the dinosaurs are the big addition to this game that not any other LEGO game has had before it. I mean, this was very similar to me. It reminded me of the Big Figures trailer from LEGO Marvel Superheroes, because that trailer made me think, I need this game now. You know, when it showed off Hulkbuster fighting the Hulk and things like that, that just blew me away. And the things in this trailer, and I'll show you what blew me away, you know, as we get through it, but the things in this trailer just was mind-blowing. I mean, seriously, they've put their heart and soul into this game, and you can clearly see that from this one trailer. Here we get our first in-game look at a Pachycephalosaurus, and of course Sarah Harding, which looks to be, you know, stroking it, which is pretty cool. This dinosaur looks really nice. I like the blue around it and everything. Definitely looks really cool. Next up we can see, of course, a Triceratops charging through a tent, which we see in the trailer, and this is just really cool. I mean, I know we've already seen the Triceratops before, but I wanted to show it again because if people didn't know, you know, there was some gameplay that was released where we got to see it in action, and it is such a cool dinosaur. They also mentioned that playing as this dinosaur, you know, in the open world in particular, is a lot of fun because the charging ability basically allows it to run extremely fast, so it just charges into everything at this really fast speed. It's going to be a ton of fun to run around with in the open world, and I cannot wait. Next up, we can of course see a raptor jump onto John Hammond in the trailer, which is a pretty funny scene. I like that. Now, like I said before, you know, every dinosaur you see in this trailer has been confirmed to be playable, but even the baby raptor, that's what I'm starting to think. I'm thinking that can't be playable, can it? But apparently it is. Apparently, you know, it is playable, which is just weird but great at the same time. I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of not really a huge surprise if you think about it. I mean, the amount of funny characters and humor they put into their games, you kind of got to start to, you know, expect these types of things, I would say. Like, Mr. DNA is playable. You know, that just says something. If Mr. DNA is playable, then surely a baby raptor will also be playable. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of obvious. Here we see the T-Rex with a box over the top of his head, which I love. We can also see, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I've seen a washing machine in every single LEGO game. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like this new thing they're doing where they're putting them in every single LEGO game. But Cyborg could turn into a washing machine. In LEGO Batman 3. I'm sure there was a washing machine in LEGO Marvel. And of course we see one right here. So I'm starting to think that's like a trend or like a little Easter egg they're putting in every game. I don't know why, but they're doing it, so yeah, why not? So yeah, in this screenshot we can see, of course, the T-Rex with a box over its head. We can also see Ian Malcolm, Sarah Harding, Nick Van Owen, Kelly Malcolm, Roland Tembo, Ajay Sidhu, and Carter, which is pretty cool. So we get a look at a bunch of characters that we haven't seen yet, and of course, yes, these will all be playable. All of them you see here will be playable, so if you like any of them in particular, you can play as them, which is just really cool. And again, you know, it just opens up so many possibilities. I seriously can't wait to play this game. I mean, some people will say, you know, why isn't this character in Jurassic World? Why isn't this one? You know, I've heard things like that. But the great thing about this game is you can make that come true. You know, you could take Ian Malcolm and put him in Jurassic World if you wanted to, or you could do the complete opposite and put Owen in the very first Jurassic Park. It is completely up to you. Here we get another look at Ian Malcolm, Roland Tembo, Robert Burke, and Ajay Sidhu. But what I think is cool about Ian Malcolm is it's a different version of the character, which is nice. I mean, I think we've seen at least 3 variants of Ian Malcolm so far, which is pretty cool because they have confirmed they are playable. Even if it's just a slight difference, like a character has a raincoat now, you still get to play as it, which really gives you a lot of choice in how you want to play as that character, and of course, how you want to look with that character. Now this scene is just awesome. I mean, even if you don't like Jurassic Park 3, you must like this fight. I mean, the Spinosaurus versus the T-Rex, that is just so cool. And it looks like from the trailer, and they make it out to be that you can actually do it yourself, like you're actually playing as one of them and fighting each other. If not, that doesn't matter. You know why? Because in the open world you can do that. You can literally just go pick a fight with any dinosaur you see. It's literally, the possibilities are endless with this game. You can put dinosaurs in paddocks, you can fight them, you can customize them. So many things to do. They've really pushed this game to the absolute limit, and I just can't wait to play it. I know I keep saying that, but honestly, this is the game I'm really looking forward to the most right now. It's so much better than I expected. I already expected it to be good, but nowhere near this good. I mean, this is just crazy. Here we can see Eric Kirby being picked up by a pterodon. Now, the pterodon is also playable. I know I've said, you know, in this trailer, every dinosaur is playable, but somebody asked, and yes, you can fly around with them in the open world, and I think missions as well, so yeah. Playable, really cool, and it'll be nice to see how the flying controls have evolved, because I've noticed with every LEGO game now, the flying controls are changing more and more and more, and I think they're just trying to perfect that formula. So maybe, you know, when we're flying around with the pterodon, maybe it will give us a hint at what we can expect from LEGO Marvel's Avengers, you know, with characters like Iron Man and stuff like that. So fingers crossed on that, because that will be cool. Next up, we can see a bunch of raptors who chase after a pig in the trailer. And the raptors are going to be pretty useful. They can jump, obviously, pretty high. They won't be useful when you're running away from them, but when you're playing as them, you'll be able to... basically, they jump really high and they can grab onto something and pull it down for you. So they are going to be useful, and I would say they are definitely going to be used a lot more in the Jurassic World campaign. Obviously, that hasn't been confirmed, but if you look at the trailer, you'll know what I mean. Now here we are leading up to probably my favourite part of the trailer. Here we can see Owen and Beth watching a Mosasaurus swim by. I mean, these two look great, but the dinosaur itself, even cooler. Yes, the Mosasaurus is playable, and man does it look cool. I mean, just look at this thing. It has to be probably my most anticipated playable dinosaur right now, because I just can't wait to swim around with this thing. The Mosasaurus is awesome. Now if you look carefully, you can see Owen and... I'm not sure if that is actually Beth. I think that's a different character in the, you know, the little, I don't know what to call that. But, yeah, I think there's a different character there. But what I'm starting to think is they made it out to be in the trailer, it kind of looks like a mission at first. You know, like they're in a level. But from the camera here, it kind of looks like you have more freedom. So maybe in the actual game, you can go into an area, like an aquarium, and you go down there, and then you go to this panel, and then you press a button. You know, because there was actually like a control panel in the first screenshot I showed, and then you go to the panel and you press the button, and then you get to play as the Mosasaurus and swim around. I think that might be how it works, but You know, if not, then oh well. But the cool thing I like about this is the Mosasaurus is actually swimming underwater. Now, what I mean by that is, in most LEGO games like LEGO Batman 3, characters could go underwater, but you weren't actually seeing underwater, if you know what I mean. But this here, we can actually see it swimming underwater. We can see what is under the water from a third-person point of view. I mean, it's just awesome. And hopefully, you know, that appeals to the open world as well. Maybe there's like a part of the sea we can go in as the Mosasaurus or something like that. That would be awesome. Now here we see a Triceratops, which obviously we've seen before already, but if you pause it quickly enough when watching the trailer, you will get a really nice look at Jurassic World's Indominus Rex in-game. I mean, yes, this thing just looks so cool. She looks awesome. The red eyes as well, that makes it look that much more terrifying. Adding red eyes to this thing is it's just so cool. And what I like is there isn't really a full-on white dinosaur that I've seen in the game yet, so it's unique, you know, it really is a unique dinosaur. And yeah, it's just really cool. What I love about this game though is, yes, you get to play through Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, but you also get to play through the new movie. So, you know, it comes out on the same day as well, June 12th. So you could go see the movie and come home and actually play through what you just saw. That is just so cool. And last but not least, we can of course see Owen and Barry using their vehicles, which both look really cool. I can't wait to drive those things. And this trailer, yeah, to be honest, it has been brilliant. This trailer was so well done because, you know why? It showed every single thing I wanted to see. It didn't show more than that because, of course, then, you know, there would be no surprises in store for the actual game. But it showed content from all 4 movies, which was brilliant. It showed all the dinosaurs in action. Of course, there's over 20, I think they said, so even more than we've seen, which is awesome. And again, you know, more surprises, which is great. And of course, it showed the Mosasaurus, which just looks so cool. I can't wait to swim around with that thing. And I hope my theory is right, you know, where you just go to a panel and in the open world, you can just swim around with it. Because it actually looks quite peaceful, you know. Yes, you can run around with the Spinosaurus and fight other dinosaurs and things like that. But taking the time to just swim around with the Mosasaurus looks quite peaceful. Now, at the end of the trailer really surprised me as well, because if you listen carefully, you can, of course, hear Chris Pratt as Owen, you know, narrating the last part of the trailer. And the cool thing about this, it doesn't sound like it's being taken from the movie's audio. It actually sounds like it was recorded in a studio and put in the game. So I think that means that the characters, or at least some of the characters from the actual Jurassic World movie, have come in and reprised their roles as the characters. So we will hear a clear sound from that film in particular, which is really cool. I mean, yes, you know, I love how they took audio from the other films. I think that's a great thing. And, you know, they've done all they can because, of course, those movies are quite old now, which even though they're old and brilliant, you know, the audio is not going to sound the best, and they've done the best they can with those films. But it was a genius idea to actually take Jurassic World and, you know, bring the actors back in to actually voice the characters. That is just really cool, and I can't wait to finally see Jurassic World, come home, and then play through the actual story. That is going to be a lot of fun. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, my question to you guys is, what is the most exciting thing you just saw in that trailer? I mean, if you haven't seen it, I will of course put the link in the description. But if you have seen it, please let me know what the best part of that trailer was for you. Mine, of course, was the Mosasaurus swimming around because that just looks awesome. But what was it for you? Because I'm really interested to know. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more news on LEGO Jurassic World, LEGO Dimensions, LEGO Marvel's Avengers, and Disney Infinity 3.0. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.